When it comes to the Indian cricket team, there are three words that are plaguing it at this point in time. POP, or the problem of plenty. There are too many batsmen, too many brilliant players for very few positions. Consider the classic case that what happened in Guwahati, the first ODI. Rohit Sharma said that it is very, very unfortunate that the likes of Suryakumar Yadav and Ishan Kishan had to miss out. But there has been criticism from a lot of other quarters about the inclusion of KL Rahul in the team. Remember, for the last couple of years, although format mixing might be the only reason here, KL Rahul has not given the air of consistency which he earlier used to give when it came in 2018, 2019 or 2020. But in the last couple of years, KL Rahul's inclusion in the Indian cricket team has come in for criticism. At the same time, dropping Ishan Kishan, who scored a double hundred, and Suryakumar Yadav, who's been in fine form in the T20 format, also got some lot of criticism. Understand one thing, Suryakumar Yadav may have struggled in the ODI format, but in the T20 formats, he has been brilliant. But Kishan's exclusion after the 210 that he hit at Chattogram against Bangladesh and earlier good performances against South Africa meant that all the criticism would come to KL Rahul's inclusion. And Venkatesh Prasad, the former India pacer, has lashed out very heavily at KL Rahul's inclusion and also over the omission of Suryakumar Yadav and, if we may say, Ishan Kishan. So on his Twitter handle, what did Venki say? Think fair would have been to give chance to a man who scored a double hundred in India's last ODI and in a series where India lost 2 games and the series. Have all the time in the world for Gill, but no way you drop a player for scoring a double ton. He is clearly saying Ishan Kishan has once again gotten the raw end of the deal. And if one is convinced to play Gill, then can have him bat at 3 and let Kishan keep wickets instead of KL Rahul. Now, performance in the last 5 or 6 series or even in the last 5 to 6 ODIs, it unfortunately does not inspire that much of confidence in KL Rahul. I will come to those stats later, but then Venkatesh Prasad is really saying that Ishan Kishan has once again been treated unfairly, and if you wanted to accommodate Shubman Gill in the Indian batting lineup, you could have accommodated him at number 3. But then what do you do with the likes of Virat Kohli? What do you do with the likes of Hardik Pandya? Oh, will they go down the order? Shreyas Iyer, 4, 5, 6. That raises another complication altogether. There is a reason we have underperformed in limited overs cricket. Constant chopping, changing, and a guy who does brilliantly and is an X factor is dropped and mediocrity is retained. Who is that X factor? Who is that mediocrity? It has not been made very clear here. But even we have pointed out on a lot of occasions that the constant chopping and changing of players does them no good. If Ishan Kishan does not fire in the coming ODI, say suppose if he is picked, who do we blame? The team management for the constant chopping and changing. This is the same problem that happened in the build-up to the 2 T20 World Cups in 2021 and 2022. 1 month prior to the tournament, you did not know your core. Here in the ODI format, we at least know a bit of our core, but some players are in danger of missing out due to the problem of plenty factor. In England, Pant scored 100 in the final ODI and helped India win the series. However, based on T20 form, he was dropped from ODI team. KL Rahul, on the other hand, barring a couple of innings, has failed consistently but retains his place. Performance is not the foremost parameter. Sad. Venkatesh Prasad at least nails the point that what many fans have often done, and that is mix formats. Suryakumar Yadav has struggled in ODIs, unfortunately, but he's been brilliant in T20s. Do you remember the case of Dinesh Karthik? He was sublime in 2018-19 when it came to T20s. When you got him in ODIs, he struggled. The 2019 World Cup was a classic case. So, in a way, how can you justify one format and then come into the next? Rahul Dravid is a classic case in itself. Remember, Dravid was a brilliant test player from the very beginning. But it took him a lot of time to establish himself when it came to ODIs. The same is true. You can't take T20 form based on ODI form, and it's happening with Rishabh Pant, it is happening with Ishan Kishan, it is happening with Suryakumar Yadav, and to a certain extent it is also happening with Sanju Samson. Because Sanju Samson unfortunately has the best average when it comes to the last 5 ODIs, 85. But Where is the position? The unfortunate thing is they are all batters. And our Indian team, Rohit, Virat, and to a certain extent Shreyas Iyer and Hardik Pandya, they all walk into the team on their own merit. Let's not forget that Venkatesh Prasad is not alone in this. Mohammad Kaif, former India player, has also said slightly uncomfortable with the prospect of watching an Indian team today without last ODI's double 100 scorer Ishan Kishan and last T20I centurion Suryakumar Yadav. Hope they remain motivated. Motivation is the key here. Where is the motivation if you are constantly chopping and changing? It can happen to anybody. If you put in your 100% but you still don't get something, where is the motivation? That is the current problem that the Indian cricket team is facing at this point in time. Yes, you may win bilateral series, you may win a lot of matches, but when it comes to certain situations, if you leave a particular player, that is the problem. And this problem of plenty, you're seeing the dark side in Indian cricket because you do not play your right team combination when it comes to a crunch situation. I had said KL Rahul's inclusion has gotten criticism. Unfortunately, his numbers back up that criticism. Why is that? Versus England, he averaged 88. That was his last good series that he had in 2021. But after that, it's been a very sorry tale. He managed only 25.3 in those 3 ODIs against South Africa, where India lost 3-0. Then against the West Indies, he only played 1 game. Against Zimbabwe, when he came back after a double whammy of sports hernia and COVID, he managed only 15.5. And in the recent series against Bangladesh, although he made 31.6, his IS was 73. But in the remaining 2 games, KL Rahul just did not get going. 14 of 28 and then 8. So, what do you do with KL Rahul? Do you continue to play him? Do you continue to just have this debate on him and ensure the likes of Ishan Kishan, Suryakumar Yadav just do not get a go in? These are very, very problematic times when it comes to Indian cricket team selection. On the field, they may be hammering opponents, but at the same time, you are ensuring that a certain crop of players get demotivated and they do not perform on a consistent basis because of the constant chopping and changing. And this is exactly what Venkatesh Prasad has pointed out. Yes, KL Rahul might do well in the series against New Zealand, supposing he plays in it. He may do well against Australia. But the key question is, the key factor is, he has to do well. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates from Sports Today. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thank you.